Welcome back, everybody. I'm Winback, and on today's episode, we are going to be playing the newly buffed and brilliant Blaze. My apologies if this video is a little bit low energy. This is early morning for me, trying to chug this energy drink and make it happen for you. But we're going to talk about Blaze changes. We're going to talk about how cool I think he's always been, and how long I had to wait for this video because I had a Blaze one in the wings, but something told me that they were going to rip these changes with this patch. Yeah, when I heard that they were going to make Garros changes in the patch, I figured it was probably going to be a bigger tank change patch, so it makes sense that Blaze gets a little bit of love because Blaze is... it's been in a kind of a predicament up until now. That being said, I still think Blaze is one of the most fun tanks in the game, so let's get into it. The changes that we're going to be seeing out of this character with the most recent patch are all going to be at level 1, 4, and 7. At level 1, they... I'm assuming that they are making changes to these other 3 talents to compete with New Habits. New Habits is a 2-second unstoppable that you get after completing a 15-stat globe quest. It also reduces the cooldown on your Pyromania by 8 seconds every time you pick up a globe. It's very, very strong for making Blaze a main tank character. What I like to do instead, with especially the new changes, is pick up Adrenaline Stim Pack. And Adrenaline Stim Pack is now going to give you, on top of the active that it used to give you, which is the 100% attack speed and 25% move speed for 5 seconds, while you are above 80% health, you are going to get 25% bonus attack speed and 10% move speed just all the time, no matter what you're doing, as long as you're above that threshold. Just going to make Blaze a lot more mobile, make him a lot easier to get around team fights across the map, just everywhere that you need to be. Going to make clearing a lot easier as well, because they did change some of his talents in the next 2 tiers that are going to drastically increase his wave clear. But as far as other changes to level 1, Endurance Stim Pack got a change. They changed this so when you take damage below 30% health, you are actually going to automatically proc the shield on the ability if you haven't pressed the button already. So, is that good? Maybe. Is it worth picking over any of the other talents at this tier? Probably not. I think this is still hands down the worst talent at level 1. It's got a cool quality of life change. I think they're trying to get people to pick it more. I don't think it's worth it. What I was hoping that they would do is just put these 2 together, Adrenaline and Endurance, but I guess that just wasn't in the cards. Maybe a little bit too strong if they did, but here we are. And sadly, I'm kind of playing Blaze as an offlaner in this game, even though he is basically my main tank. Like I picked him to play as the solo frontline of this team going into this game, but I'm just kind of being relegated to the off lanes to soak because my team doesn't seem to want to do anything in the empty lanes. That's fine. It's fine. It's quick match. It's what I expect. But anyway, Neural Stim Pack also got a buff. It is going to give you 40 mana back now, and it used to give you 30. So, little change. 40 is, well, at level 6, we got 550 mana, so 40 is about, it's like 9% of your maximum mana bar back on a 40-second cooldown, so could be worse. It's probably, it was the best talent for the longest time at that tier, because Blaze was being played 100% as an offlaner, and in that era of his design, that was just the go-to pick, because Neural Stim Pack gave you the cooldowns back, gave you the mana back, it just lets you stay in lane longer. You can just do so much more with it. Nowadays, with the most recent changes, we have moved Incinerator Gauntlets from level 7, where it used to compete with Crossfire, Grill and Kill. We've changed it to level 4, where it now competes with Oil Dispersal and Meltdown. Incinerator Gauntlets also got changed because... Oh, really? Really? Did you think you were going to try to get on the point at the very last second and steal that away? We're in your camp for a reason. Anyway, alright, so this used to light your oil spills on fire, which is something that you definitely did not want to do when you were taking this, or when you're playing Blaze if you don't have adhesive petroleum. So, this talent just became very difficult to pick because you were throwing away a lot of Blaze's ability to self-sustain or to CC or, you know, make use of his oil slicks because you were just lighting them on fire on accident 90% of the time. Oh, he's dead. He's super dead. Thank you. So now with this change, what they've done is just given it, you know, the most basic of uses. The area increases on your auto attack since they're ranged, and they are going to deal extra damage to minions and mercs. 70% extra damage on top of that, which makes Blaze's clear absolutely fucking astronomically better. It wasn't bad before. He could always, you know, clear lanes fairly efficiently. I'd say it was less than average speed. But now it is... Blaze can clear waves just a little bit slower than Johanna, and being that Johanna is the main wave clear tank, it's pretty amazing that they've given that ability to Blaze. Especially being that they always... Oh, you're gonna make me pop the bunker, huh? They always... The design philosophy for Blaze was always to make him a main tank. And everything that's happened with this character has just turned him into an offlaner every time they make changes to him. So while I do appreciate the buffs that they made to him in this patch for the wave clear, I don't specifically think that they are doing anything to push him more into the main tank role, which is a little bit sad. I wish that they, you know, gave him a bit more crowd control tools or survivability, something that's not tied to his wave clear. If anything, you could bring his wave clear down from where it was, give him some other tools to do all those things that I just mentioned, and I think he would be infinitely more consistent in the main tank role. But I don't know if Blizzard even knows what they want with his hero, which is a little bit sad because he's such a cool character, and being in these kind of weird role limbos with a character is just it's not usually where you want to be. But anyway, hopefully they don't make the decision to turn him into a bruiser later on down the road, because I would really hate that. Because I love him as a tank. I really love him as a tank. The other change at level 4 that they made was Meltdown. Meltdown got buffed from, instead of 7% per tick. See, he's not going to live, right? He's going to live. He's probably going to live. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to roast him because I didn't hit the bunker soon enough. That really sucks. So Meltdown used to give you 7% per tick up to 5 stacks, and it would reduce damage by 35%. Now it is going to be 8% per tick, stacking all the way up to 40%, which is pretty impressive when you're playing into heavy melee comps. People are trying to dive. Meltdown is very good for saving squishies, for peeling, and it's not gonna be your most picked talent. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really loved the talent prior to this, but now that Blaze has all this clear baked into these talents, I guarantee you will almost never see Meltdown, even in the main tank slot, because it's going to be basically Blaze is going to take over the job of, I cannot believe I didn't hit him. So my stun didn't hit him because his punch displaced me, which is really just stupid. I'm going to die to the gall. I don't get it. See, even when ETC stuns you with Power Slide, you also stun him with Jet Propulsion. So, what? Don't know. Anyway, back to the topics at hand. Yeah, that was basically it. Adhesive Petroleum changed at level 7. And what this is doing now is this is going to be the talent that lets you light your auto attack, or lights your oil slicks with your auto attacks, which is the smart change. Putting those two together makes the most sense because that's how those talents should work. You don't want to have to pick two talents to do the same thing, especially when one of them is doing things accidentally and you're being forced to pick another talent, right? So good change on Blizzard there for the Adhesive Petroleum. Still going to take Crossfire every chance I get at level 7 because it's dealing extra burst damage, and it is even more wave clear. That is just going to make Blaze that much better at doing everything that he does. At level everything else from here on in, it's all pretty much the same. There have been no changes made. There's no, oh, you're going to get out? Doesn't look like it. You went back in. Bummer. I could have bunkered there, probably, to save, but I don't think any of my teammates are aware that they can get into the bunker, so I'm not going to waste the cooldown. You know, I'm going to be a little bit selfish there. Even people that I play with in comms see the bunker go down and think, I better run away. And that in and of itself is a little bit spooky, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm still always going to... Maybe not always. I'm going to take Bunker a lot. Bunker is just a fantastic tool for literally every situation. If you need to save yourself, if you need to save a teammate, if you need to siege, if you need to just do a little bit more ranged damage to get that, you know, snip them in the butt as they're running away. Bunker has that ability. It's just everything that you want. Can we get the camp? Okay, it's fine. We're a little bit split. Looks like Probius is going to get out of there, though. Karazim is going to take a jet propulsion to the face, and now we're in a fight. Cho'Gall going to die before that. Oof. Before that Gall ult can really do anything. Karazim probably... don't hit him! Okay, well, my teammates don't seem to understand how POM works, so here we are. Going to try to stop the Kael'thas from getting away. I am going to eat a shitload of damage, but we're going to take him out with the crossfire, so it's totally worth it. I get the kill. Stukov does not. I feel better about myself. That's how we do it. At level 13, I did pick up Fuel Leak. Not necessarily because it was the best option, but sometimes it just works that way. I don't think the talents at 13, 16, and 20 are really going to be any different from what we were playing, what anybody was playing prior to, because Blaze's talent tiers have always been, at 13, 16 at least, have always been, you know, touted as the very pinnacle of choice as far as situational decision making, especially for a tank character. So there's options to slow auto attacks, there's options to turn off spell power, and then you have Fuel Leak at 13. So in doing Fuel Leak, I also took Thermal Protection for the increased cooldown on the jet propulsion and the armor, which is always, the synergy's there. We could have also taken what's it called? Juggernaut plating for the Gall damage, the Kael'thas damage, and to be honest, the Cho damage as well. It probably would have saved us in a couple situations, or it would have at least given us a shield, a noticeable shield, you know. But again, 13 and 16 for Blaze are so situationally important, and they're always up to you to make the decision. There's never a static choice at these two tiers, so you're always going to do what makes the most sense, which is awesome, which is a really cool part of Blaze's design. And then 20 is just the ult upgrade no matter what you do. If you pick Combustion, pick Flash Flyer. If you pick Bunker, pick Fortified Bunker, because they're just way better than the auto attack slow. Maybe with this change, the slowing auto attacks are better, but I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe some testing is required. But that'll be it for Blaze. Thanks so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow We're not going to be playing tank, but we are going to be playing a character who did get buffed, so I'll leave it up to you to decide who that's going to be. I mean, figure out who that's going to be. I've already decided who it is, so... yeah. I didn't do that thing where I was supposed to tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and do all that stuff at the beginning of the video, because I'm new to this, apparently, and haven't been doing it for 4 years. Ouch. Okay, bye.